Hey guys, it's Kirsten. So this image was just sent in. Somebody wanted her just a little bit more centered. So here was my 2 cents. So she wanted the content aware move tool and put a pin in that. So first of all, if I'm just looking I want to do something quick, right? If unless I'm making thousands of dollars, you don't want to chip away at your profit here. So what I would do is hit the crop tool. I always crop, I was doing a different project, sorry, 11 to 15 is my aspect ratio, according to Damien. Okay, I'm going to pull the bounding boxes so the top and bottom are the same. Then I'm going to have her centered like you like. But what I said also is I would not center it because she's following the rule of thirds, and it actually looks nice to have her slightly off to the side. Anyway, wants her centered. So make sure the content aware up here is checked. Let's just see what happens. Oh, actually, you know what? I have a better idea. But I'm just going to see what happens here. Let's hit check, and I'm going to show you a different way that Aaron Espinoza of Fancy Fabrics taught me. Oh, gosh, you know what? That looks pretty damn fantastic. The only thing, well, the parents would never notice, but as a photographer, I notice these are called, oh, there's Wilson, my great man. These are called repetition, content-aware repetition. So you can see down here in the grass, there's a little bit of, you can kind of see in here some of the repeating lines of the content-aware. It happens sometimes. I'm going to do Control Z to backtrack again. Let's do crop again. Whoops, let's pull like that. Let's get her centered. Okay, we're going to uncheck content aware. Now this is what I learned from Aaron, to expand a backdrop, even like for a cake smash, just to expand the backdrop, and it warps a little bit, but sometimes you don't even notice. So what you're going to do is get the rectangular marquee up here underneath the move tool. You want to select as much as possible without getting her arm. So that's probably fine. Then you're going to hit Control T. Then you have to hold the Shift key down. If you don't, it's going to get bigger and wider. We only want it to get wider. So hold the Shift key down. Like, honestly, I think that's pretty darn good. I don't think anyone would ever notice, you know, parents or whatever. Oh my gosh, Wilson. Anyway, that would be, to me, a 1 second fix if for some reason the girl had to be in the front. Okay, however, let's stick with what you gave me here. Okay, so this is her slightly off center. And actually, you know what, to me, it looks like she is center because her hand is right here. So it's not like, oh, she's way to the side. To me, this is framed so beautifully. She's happy. Her outfit is on point. Her hair, her smile, everything is beautiful. I would not touch this. Okay, I digress. Let's go back. So initially, she had asked about the content-aware move tool and why it gets wonky. So the tutorial that I watched on YouTube, if you type in content-aware fill, is a hot air balloon. You take the hot air balloon, you move it across the sky, and then it fills in the other content aware. So it looks to me, if you're just moving this over a few centimeters, it's going to still sample from her. Let me show you. So the first thing it does is it tells you to select the subject. So I'm going to do the object select. Okay. I'm going to go to select, modify, and expand. And let's just expand by maybe like 6 pixels, just so it's not right up against her skin. Okay. The content aware move tool is underneath, you know, the band-aid, the patch tool, yada, yada. Go content aware tool. Okay. Now, if we were moving her, I don't know where to go. Like literally, so if you bring her to the center of the thing and then let go, it's going to get wonky because it's sampling around her and she's behind herself. So let me show you. So it's going to just, you know, it just is not going to sample quite right. It's going to just be a little bit weird. However, I just thought of another thing we could do. I undid the modify. How do you redo? Hang on. Redo, expand. Okay, so this is expanded by like 5 pixels. So one thing you can do is Control J. That way it puts her on a separate layer. Okay, let's just hide her over there for a second. Click back on the background layer. I'm gonna just see if this works. I'm just talking out my ass here. Okay, let's select her again with the other gal on a duplicate layer up here. Safe in the bushes. Okay, so again, let's do select, modify, expand. Let's just keep it at 6 and see what happens. Then we're going to do file, edit, content aware fill. Okay, so we need to tell it what to fill from. So let's erase. Still looks hella poopy. This is so hit or miss to me. Like that looks like straight up diarrhea. Let's do high. Well, that's a little better, but not really. What a pain. I mean, that's like a little better, but not really. I'm going to just hit OK. No, this looks like caca. Hang on. That looks ridiculous. And what I was going to say was, you can center her. Like now you can center her, but like it just looks funky behind her. And then you have to do like all kinds of cloning and whatnot. It's just okay. So I think duplicating the layer and either the content aware on the background or just the rectangular marquee and then drag the background over. I think that's going to be your best bet. I don't think this is the ideal picture to use the content aware tool. That's just my 2 cents. I hope this helps.